And then next time you come up, see if you can give yourself a little bit of speed to push off the buttocks. Come into your squat pose. You need to give yourself a bit of a hand, that's all right as well. And if you need to use a block, if you're not comfortable that far down, you can use a block to sit on. Palms of the hands together, elbows, pushing the knees out. And see if you can grow a little longer in the spine. So if you're hunching a bit, see if you can bring the shoulders back. Chin to the chest. Staying with your breath. Deep belly breaths like we did in the beginning. And then next exhale, we're going to lower the right hand to the floor. Inhale to bring the left arm to the ceiling, opening again the heart to the ceiling. Exhale down. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale down. Just one more time, each side. Inhale to bring it up. And then exhale. Bring it down. Last one. Exhale. As you inhale, we're going to lift the buttocks, drop the head, come into a forward fold. Now, see if you can relax the neck. If you want, you can just nod the head to release any tension in the neck. And then maybe shaking the head. And taking a deep, cleansing breath. So from here, just walking on the spot. So alternately bending the knees, straightening the opposite leg. And see if you can keep the soles of the feet on the floor. And then coming back to center, interlocking the hands behind your lower back as you lift the arms towards the ceiling. Chin to the chest. Now pull the kneecaps up to engage the thighs. And then push the heels towards the sides of the mat to engage your calves. Your legs are nicely engaged. So that on your inhale, when you come into your halfway lift, your core and your legs are engaged. So inhale into your halfway lift. And then exhale into your forward fold. If you need to bend the knees here, you can. Inhale halfway. Engaging those legs. Exhale, forward fold. Chin to the chest. Last one. And exhale, dropping the head, the hands all the way down. Then bend the knees. And inhale, start rolling up to standing, one vertebra at a time. Just allow the arms and the heads to be relaxed, just hanging. Maybe you need a couple of breaths as you come up. Then once you're up, closing down the eyes. Maybe taking a couple of deeper breaths. You drop into the soles of the feet. Becoming aware of any physical sensations as a result of the movements we've done so far. How does it feel for you when you start to shift and move energy, stagnation in the body? Again, just bringing that awareness, that witness that's just watching, observing. And gently opening the eyes. If you need to shake it out, you can. And coming to the front of your mat. We're going to move into our sun salutes. So ready? Inhale to draw it all up between the hands. And then engage your core as you exhale to come into your forward fold, either legs straight or knees bent. Whatever you need to do for particularly your back. Inhale halfway. And then exhale, we're going to step the right foot to the back of the mat, lower the right knee. Now you can keep the toes tucked, particularly if you want to protect your knee. You can untuck it if that's better. As you exhale, we're going to come back into half split. And then inhale to walk yourself back to the front of the mat into your low lunge. Exhale back. Inhale to the front, and then just one more round in your own breath rhythm. And once you come to the front, bringing the left hand to the knee, and then with your next inhale, pushing yourself up into a little bit higher low lunge, bringing the right arm up into a crescent lunge. And then the left arm, either to the back of the right thigh, on the outside of the right thigh. Now see if you can drop a little deeper in without collapsing in your low back. So your core is still switched on, tucking the tailbone, and reaching that right arm over to the left side. Staying with your breath. Nice sort of diagonal breath here from the hip all the way out into the fingertips. Now as you exhale, we're going to lower the right hand to the floor, lift the right knee, and then inhale, left arm to the ceiling. Exhale to lower the left hand on the inside of the left foot, and then inhale, right arm to the ceiling. Beautiful. Exhale down. One more time each side. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last one. Beautiful. Exhale. And then stepping into your plank pose, finding your core here in your plank. Now for the first one, lower the knees. And then next exhale, chaturanga as you lower yourself onto the belly, elbows tucked into the side of the rib cage, pointing to the back of the mat. And then inhale to lift the torso, pushing the top of the feet into the mat. And then as you exhale, tuck the toes, push back. Adho Mukha, down dog. If you like, you can walk it out, or you can come to stillness. Remember that connection to the breath. If you lose your breath, just come back. Yes. And then at the end of your next exhale, look forward between the hands. Lower breath as you bring the right foot to the front of the mat between the hands. Lower the left knee. And then find a little bit of length, extra length in the torso. That's good, warming up a bit. Me too. One layer off. I've had one layer off too. 2 layers actually. Exhale to come into a half split. Now just watch the hips there so you don't lean over to the left, but you try to center yourself, square the hips in the middle of the mat. Inhale to walk forwards. And then exhale back. And then inhale to the front. I'm just going to do one more. Exhale back. And then inhale to the front. Bring the right hand onto the right knee. And then for your next inhale, come into your crescent lunge as you lift the left arm to the ceiling. And then leaning over to the right. The right arm either on the back of the left thigh or on the outside of the left thigh. If you like, particularly you need to engage your core a bit here, but if you like, you can drop a little deeper into the stretch. Soften that left shoulder away from the ear. And then as you exhale, we're going to lower that left hand to the floor. Lift the left knee off the floor and then inhale, right arm to the ceiling. Beautiful. Exhale, right hand to the inside of the right foot. And then inhale, left arm to the ceiling. Exhale, down. And then inhale, up. Exhale, down. Last one. Beautiful. The end of the exhale, stepping the left foot to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. And then inhale to draw yourself all the way up to standing, scooping it up between the hands. And then exhale as you bring the palms in front of the heart, releasing the hands. And then inhale for one more round. Exhale into your forward fold, nicely engaging your core by pulling the belly button towards the spine, dropping the head, chin to the chest. Inhale, halfway, lift torso parallel to the floor. Exhale, you can step or jump to the back of the mat, come into your plank pose. Continue your exhale through your chaturanga, either knees to the floor or legs straight. Inhale, low cobra or your up dog. If you're in your up dog, make sure the thighs are not on the floor, but your thighs are off the floor, so you're engaging your core. Now as you exhale, push back, Adho Mukha down dog. 3 breaths here. Getting deeply into the breath. Now if you need to adjust your practice today, or if anything feels uncomfortable or painful, more like it, then please feel free to adjust or don't do it at all. Engaging the hands, if you're grabbing hold of the mat. And at the end of the exhale, look forward between the hands. No breath as you bring the left foot to the front of the mat. Swivel the right heel, so the heels are both on one line. So just check in and see that they're on one line. Then bring the left elbow onto the left knee. Bring the right arm to the ceiling. As if you can open the hips to the side by tucking the tailbone, pushing the hips to the side. Drawing that right hand towards the ceiling. Weight on the outside of the right foot. And then as you inhale, pushing away from the front foot to come into your warrior two. Maybe you need to adjust slightly once you're up. So if you can see the right big toe on the inside of the left knee. Now torso facing the right side of the mat. And then just your head turning, looking over that left middle finger, dropping into that front knee. Again, weight on the outside of the back foot. Tuck of the tailbone. Then inhale to come into your proud warrior. Maybe a deeper bend into that front knee. And as you inhale, come back to your warrior two. And then exhale into your side angle pose. So we're going to do this sequence a few more times. Inhale, warrior two. And then exhale, proud warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Is going to do that one more time. Just allow yourself to be guided by your breath here. So not skimping on the breath, but full inhale, full exhale. Inhale, warrior two. And exhale, proud warrior. And as you inhale, windmilling the hands. And then exhale as you step into your plank pose, finding your chaturanga, either with legs straight or knees to the floor. As you inhale, come into your low cobra or your up dog. As you exhale, push back into your Adho Mukha down dog. Beautiful. If you like cleansing breath here, deep inhale. And sighing out the exhale. The end of your next exhale, look forward between the hands. No breath as you bring the right foot to the front of the mat. Swivel the left heel. So again, just checking that they're on one line. Once they are, right elbow to right knee. Inhale, left arm to the ceiling. Again, tuck that tailbone. Open the hips to the side. And then slightly engage your core as you push away on your inhale, coming into your warrior two. Opening the torso and the hips to the left side of the mat now. Checking in with that knee. Is it going in or can you see the big toe? And then turning your head only, looking forwards. Our next inhale, proud warrior. Next inhale, still back to your warrior two. And then exhale into your side pose, side angle pose. Tuck the tailbone, inhale back to your warrior two. Exhale. Do one more round, inhale, center. See if you can keep that back leg straight, so the weight on the outside, just to engage. Inhale, when you're ready, into your front warrior, warrior two. Exhale. And then next inhale, windmilling the hands, framing the front foot. And as you exhale, chaturanga, elbows tucked into the side, sliding forwards. If you're coming into your up dog, engage in your core. So if you're in this pose, don't keep the thighs on the floor. Reason being, you're not engaging anything. You're just resting there. So this is like a kink in your lower back. Whereas if you engage, your core is on. Now as you exhale, push back. Adho Mukha down dog. 3 breaths here. Nice and strong through the hands. Dropping the head, pulling the kneecaps up. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. Now if your heels are on the floor, see if you can lift the toes off. If your heels are nowhere near the floor, that's fine, don't worry. And I'm sure you're feeling it in your calves anyway. Then with your next exhale, lower the knees. You keep the knees together or a little wider apart as you come into your child's pose. An opportunity for a pause here now, just relaxing the shoulders, the arms, the hands, the fingers. Allowing the head to just rest heavy on the mat. If you like, cleansing inhale and cleansing exhale. Now just giving your wrist a bit of a counter pose by coming onto the fingertips as you lift the palm of the hands off the mat and then lifting the elbows, pushing the front or the top of the wrist towards the ceiling. Roll the shoulders away from the ears, so you're broadening the area between the shoulder blades. Nice and strong through the hands, the arms. Deep breaths from the belly, expanding all the way up into the chest, but also in the back, with the entire torso here. And then relaxing the hands, elbows back down. And then inhale, come back onto all fours. Just gently a few circular movements or just from side to side here as you release the hips, the pelvic floor. I'm going to bring the right knee towards the right wrist as we set ourselves up for pigeon pose, shuffling the right foot across to the left side of the mat. And then tuck the left toes, shuffle the left knee away from you. Now if you need, you can use a block as a prop if you need underneath the buttock or the pelvic floor. Now take the right hand now, bring the flesh in that hip and thigh, top thigh crease, and just bring it out to the side. Beautiful. So drawing from the inside out. Beautiful. And then from here, coming down onto the forearms. If you like, you can start by engaging the right foot. So as if you're pushing the heel away, the toes away. Have a bit of engagement, or if you're okay to just fully relax it, that's fine too. So you can try both. Breathing into the right hip, or wherever you feel this pose the most. So really learning to use the breath as a tool, just directing sort of the space clearing qualities of the breath, bringing oxygen to those places that are a little resistant and inflexible. If you like, you can bring the head down. If you can't quite reach the floor, if it's not comfortable, you can use a block, or you can stack your wrists on top of each other so you have a little bit of pressure on the forehead. And just check in, where's your mind at? Can you observe whatever's going on in the mind in this pose? Take that step back, using the breath. And then, if you like, taking a deep cleansing inhale to that body part that is the most challenging in this pose. Breathing into that space, and as you exhale, flushing all of that out. And the next inhale, just gradually ease your way up and out of the pose. Now from here, I'm going to grab hold behind the left knee, bring the left leg forwards and over on the outside of the right knee. You're going to straighten the right leg out in front. Release some flesh from the seat bones if you need to. So push that right heel away, bring the toes back towards you, it's nicely engaged. Maybe interlocking the hands just around, just to find that length in the spine and the softness in the shoulder. Now bring that left hand behind. And as you inhale, draw a bit of extra length in the spine. As you exhale, twisting to the left. You can keep the right hand where it is, or you can bring the right elbow on the outside of the right knee for a bit of a deeper twist there. But just make sure you're not collapsing in your lower back. So you want to try to really lengthen up and out of the hips. Maybe looking over that left shoulder. Making sure you can still breathe down into the belly. If you can't, just ease off that twist a little bit until you can. And then with your next inhale, turning the head to face the front only. And then the torso follows. Gentle counter pose or counter twist. And then we're going to leave the left knee, the left side of the mat, left foot to the right side, straightening the right leg out behind. Come into pigeon on the other side. Now this side might be different, or it's maybe the same for some. So again, just tuning into where you're at before we come all the way down. Just taking your left hand, so clearing, drawing a bit of that flesh out from the hip and thigh crease, just to create a bit of space. before you come down onto your forearms. Now see if you can allow the facial muscles to just hang here, resting your head on something. So either block or your hands. Maybe slightly parting the lips, allowing the face to hang. And see if you can square the shoulders. Are you leaning more into one shoulder than the other? You keep a balanced spine. Again, just becoming aware of where you feel challenged if you are in this pose. Using the breath. And where your attention goes, the energy flows. Where the energy flows, the blood flow follows. Bringing oxygen to tight spots, easing off the resistance. So it's a scientific process. Now when you're ready, just take a deep inhale again into your most challenged body part in this pose. Imagine you're bringing softness, space, and as you exhale, flushing out the resistance, the discomfort, the impatience, whatever comes up. Gradually easing your way up and out of the pose. Well done, guys. You stay on both sides for quite a while. So hooking your arm, your hand behind the right knee, bringing it forwards on the outside of the left knee, straightening the left leg out in front. Interlocking the hands around the knee, finding that nice straight spine again, engaging the left foot, so push the heel away, toes back towards you, maybe the heel lifts off, maybe not. Soften the shoulders. And bring the right hand behind you. Then inhale, draw a bit of length, and as you exhale, twisting to your right. Beware of your lower back, finding that sort of healthy spine. Now the left hand can stay where it is, or you can bring the left elbow on the outside of the right knee. Maybe looking as far back as over your right shoulder, but just making sure, can you breathe into the belly? If you can't, just ease off a bit until you can. Softening the face. And then next inhale, just turning the head to the front only. And of course it follows. And then gentle counter twist. Beautiful. Coming back to center, straightening both legs out in front. And just resting into your hands for a bit. Maybe making any movements you need to release, the hips, the legs, the feet. If you like, you can gradually start pushing the chest forward, shoulders back. Maybe dropping the head back as you look towards the ceiling. And then inhale to bring the chin back to the chest. And as you exhale, gradually coming onto your back. Arms to the side, just a moment here, neutral, spine on the mat. Just feel the support. from here, we're going to bend the knees, soles the feet to the floor. And bring the arms down by the side, palms facing down. And then on your next inhale, we're going to push away from the hands, bring the knees to the forehead, if it reaches, if not, on either side of the head. Then shuffle the elbows a little closer, bend the elbows, place the hands on your lower back. And if you can take a few deeper breaths here as you open up the spine, the back of the body. Soften the area between the shoulder blades into the mat. As you inhale, we're going to bring the right leg to the ceiling, straighten it. And then exhale to bring it back down. Inhale the left leg to the ceiling, nice and straight. And then exhale down. My next inhale, if you can, bring both feet to the ceiling. You're coming into your shoulder stand. Maybe adjust the hands or the elbows, but don't turn your head here. Apply your Barbie feet. So it's like you're pointing the toes, so you're engaging the foot, but then you bring the toes back towards you. Now gently breathing here. After your next exhale, we're going to lower the right foot to the floor above the head. As far as it goes, it might be touching the floor or it might not even be near it, but that doesn't matter. Inhale to come back up. And then exhale, bring the left foot to the floor. And then inhale up. Now from here, we're going to bring the soles of feet together, knees out wide. Bring the heels towards the buttocks. Soft between the shoulder blades. And then if you can, start straightening the legs. So you're having them wide out to the side. Push the heels away, bring the toes back towards you. Stretching that inner thigh. And then as you exhale, start bringing the feet together. Maybe they come to the floor above the head, or maybe you need to bend the knees. Again, just finding your own variation if you need to. Breathing along the entire back of the body. I'm going to lower the hands to the mat behind you, palms facing down. Now switch on your core, so slightly pull the belly button towards the spine, and then with your next exhale, we're going to start trickling down, one vertebra at a time, making sure you're rounding the upper back, the middle back, the lower back, and then walk the thumbs together so they're touching, so that your buttocks can rest on top of your hands once they're down. Feet in the air. A little bit of core work as we make our way down from here. Now engage, see if you can keep your arms straight. Engaging the arms, engaging the legs, the thighs, the calves, the feet. Now we're going to lower the feet down to the floor, counting down from 10. Now, if you have a sore back, you might want to bend the knees and do it that way. If not, keep them straight. Now exhaling down from 10, tuck the tailbone, 9, engage your pelvic floor, 8, 7, 6, 5, knees and feet together, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold as you hover, and then release all the way to the floor, release the hands. And just take a moment before you move into any other shapes here, just to allow the spine to Come back to neutral. Taking a few deep inhales, expanding from the belly all the way up. Exhaling either through the mouth or the nose. Relaxing from the shoulders, down the arms, into the hands, the fingers. Now from here, we're going to come into a bit of a counter pose. So we're going to use the hands. We're going to stack them underneath us. So you're going to tuck, cup each buttock with the palm of the hand. And then stack the elbows underneath you. And then we're going to bring the feet together, thighs together. Push the heels away, bring the toes back towards you so you're engaging the feet. So your legs are straight. Now with your next inhale, bend the elbows, push the chest towards the ceiling, slide the feet down the mat. To come into the counter pose, fish pose, Matsyasana, this one. Opening the chest, the armpits down. If you feel like dropping the head all the way to the floor, you can, or you can just stay up. Pushing that chest forward, slightly pulling the belly button towards the spine. Just one more breath here. And then as you exhale, bring the chin to the chest. Gently start straightening the elbows, sliding the feet back again, lowering the torso to the floor. And then releasing the hands to either side. Taking a moment, deep inhale. Sighing it out. Just noticing any sensations in the body. Maybe the spine, maybe the arms, maybe the legs, the chest, anywhere. Bringing that awareness. And we're going to bring the knees to the chest again, hugging it in. Maybe circling the knees to massage your lower back. And then changing direction if you're circling. Come into your happy baby. So hook the peace fingers around your big toes, elbows on the inside of the knees, or grab hold wherever you can reach, whether that's the ankles, the shins. Endeavor to push the tailbone back into the mat. And again, you can do a bit of a roll from side to side. And then we're going to lower the heels. Bring the soles of the feet together and bring the feet to the floor, knees out wide. Sound effects today. So from here, I'm going to move into our Shavasana, final resting pose. So make sure you put some extra layers on so you don't get cold. And then if you would like Catherine, to bring your mat along against the wall, to bring your feet up, you can do that. Just allow the day to drain down from the feet and the legs back into the pelvic floor. Bringing some fresh vitalizing blood into the organs. That's where any work these guys need to do, they always do on a Tuesday night. So you just get better sound vibrations in here. So once you come to stillness in the pose you've chosen, take a deep inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, just imagine you dropping your entire body weight even deeper into the mat. Taking a few deeper breaths. Movements to the fingers, to the toes. You got your legs up, just bend the knees out to the side. Soles the feet together towards the heels, coming towards the buttock. And everyone, when you're ready, just rolling onto your right side. Just slowly making your way up to a comfortable seat to finish the class today. Just finding that extra length in the spine. Maybe there's more space to breathe into. Bringing the palms of the hands together. I'm just going to rub the hands together, creating a little bit of heat. And then placing the hands over the eyes. Taking a deep inhale in your own time. And a long exhale. Gradually opening the eyes. Moving the